Hey friends, Christian here. It's November 3rd, 2017, and I've really been wanting to make this type of video for a while. And I guess, well, I've been busy. Life is busy. But one of the things I've been thinking about lately is transparency and how easy it is to let the world see what you want them to see. I mean, with all of this social media crap, it's just so easy to portray yourself however you want. And several years ago, I was at a time in my life where I was sickeningly transparent. Everything about myself was very out there and public. And so I think what I did after that was kind of retreat to really being very private, especially on social media. And I think in life in general, I kind of put a wall up to only allow people to see what I wanted them to see. Now, that's not like, oh, some big scary thing I'm hiding from everybody. It's just, I think I learned at a young age to kind of put up a wall and keep people at a distance. And I've been thinking about it lately, and just about how I've always had people kind of at an arm's length. To really get into my inner circle, well, it's just not a place that I allow many people to be. And so I'm not too sure why. I don't know if it's just a vulnerability thing, if it's a judgment thing, but I think I've just been through a lot in my almost 37 years of age. So, we always learn coping skills, and that's kind of one thing that I've learned. And I've always kind of kept my home life and my work life a little bit separate, and I don't know, I just don't let many people in. And like I said, several years ago, everybody was in it with me, and it got to be a little overwhelming, and I feel like I took a drastic retreat into myself and my own life. And so I think that this is just my my transparency moment for you all, so enjoy it. I became a parent, it'll be about 10 years ago, to 2 little boys, and that was just the most amazing thing. And at the time in my life, it's what I really needed. I needed them, and they needed me, and I gave them everything that I could. I gave them all of me. And as we've grown, our relationship has changed in a lot of different ways. When I first entered their life, I entered as their other parent, their other equal parent. And it was a difficult time for me sometimes, not having them be biologically mine, and not having the say in a lot of different things, and it was tough for me, but I loved them, and I love them with all that I have and all that I am, and I'm blessed that they were brought into my life when they were. And as they grew up, more and more, they changed and I changed, and some of what I wanted I didn't think coincided with being a parent. I thought taking care of myself and doing what I need to do for me would come second instead of first, because they were my first. They were my focus. And then it kind of shifted to this fight or flight, do or die thing for me. And so about 4 years ago, I decided that I needed to put myself first. And so one of those things was deciding that I needed to take care of my mind, body, and soul. And I made the choice to live authentically for myself. And so, what that meant for me was transitioning from female to male, the awesome male you see in front of you today. And so that came with a lot of challenges. I was their mama before, and now I was gonna kind of be their other dad, I guess. It's kind of a hard time for me because they had a lot of doctors and teachers and coming out to everybody in their life and their biological dad, and it was really hard for me, and a little bit of a transition. Surprisingly so, though, going from their mama to their dad, or Chris, what they call me, is it wasn't as difficult of a transition. And I think just being authentic to myself and being whole and happy with me made all the difference in the world. And so, I'm transgender, and that is just something that, maybe there are some spots that people can see through my Facebook page that, of the me from several years ago, or even before that, or you knew me before, or whatever. But I took down everything that had the old version of me, and I don't know. Now I just kind of feel like, why? But at the time, I had to come out also to everybody in my life. And this is my second coming out, because I came out when I was 18 years old, as a lesbian. And so, a second coming out and another different type of life, it can just be kind of overwhelming. And to have to, come out all the time gets to be a little overwhelming. And so I just wanted to be me. I just wanted people to just see me and not label me, I guess. But I'm proud of me and who I am, and I think that's why I just needed to kind of make this little transparency video too, because I am so proud of who I was. The person that I was before was, awesome, and just as equally great, except now I have, 50 pounds of weight off my shoulders, and several pounds off my chest. But I am the me that I should be, that I should always be. And just really breaking through what other people think you are or should be is definitely rewarding. And I love my life, and I wouldn't change it for anything. And I think that, my last job, that I was at for 2 years, it's not something I discussed really with anybody. And it got to feel like a secret. And that's just not me. I'm not a secret. I'm really more like, I've always put all my cards out on the table. And I guess I kind of learned that you don't always have to do that. Just put, all your stuff out there all the time. But the way that I lived my life before, having a partner and being 2 women to 2 little boys, I mean, your life is out there. It just so is visual. And so now to not have it be so visual is just finding a balance that was really hard for me. And so, I've gone through a lot of struggles, and transitioning wasn't easy, but it was worth it. It was the best thing that I could have ever done for myself, and it's given me the life that I have today. I have just the most amazing wife, and I love her with all my heart, and she truly completes me. And so I know that once I started focusing on myself and just really paying attention to me, my life, it just fell into place. So besides that, the other piece that kind of makes just having my life out there a little more difficult, and right now I'm staying at home, so I don't have that social outlet where you might like talk about your kids and all that jazz. And on Facebook, I can't put any pictures like everybody else does. And I really don't talk about it because I'm a foster parent, and I'm a foster parent to 4 right now, and we've had 3 others that have come and gone. And, it's just, I think it's something that when we had to go through our classes for foster parenting, you can't put anything on social media. You're not supposed to talk about anything out there, and it gets, hard, I guess, because you go through all these milestones and these amazing things, and you can share things with your friends or your coworkers in person. But I guess there's just, there's just things that are tough. The emotional ups and downs, just the emotional turmoil at times that make being a foster parent so hard. And of course, you have 4 little beings, 4 years old, 2 years old, 2 years old, and 18 months, and 3 of them are medical, and the other is really sassy and amazing. And it's hard. It's hard. And I'm blessed that my wife and I can do it together, and we are amazing parents together, and we really try to take care of ourselves and our relationship and these children, but none of it is easy. And I think that just being a foster parent has kind of put up a wall of disconnect from other people too, because I think a lot of us connect socially, like on social media, and that's how we kind of share our lives, and it's a part of my life that I just can't share, and so that's hard. And the not knowings of how long children will be with you, or the 18 months that 2 of them have been with us, will they stay, these children that you've nourished and loved and held night after night? Will they be able to stay with you, or will they not? It's so hard. And so that just, it just has created a wall sometimes that I put up, I guess. And so I just wanted to kind of get that out there, that, our lives are run around medications and G-tubes and suctioning of trach tubes and oxygen and ventilators, and behaviors and tantrums, and God bless naps and bedtime. So it's just like there's a lot that goes on day to day, and I don't share it. And I guess I just wanted to kind of put this out there so that people who are in my life, that have been, they can, I guess, get to know me better. When I was in high school, I remember writing a poem about the people who don't really know me, and you know what you see, and it's just crazy that like 18 years later, some of those words are still true. It's just these parts of us, I guess, that are still there no matter how much you grow and learn. And I guess I remember writing that and thinking inside, you can see me and you can see the outside of me, and I'm a pretty bubbly person, and I'm happy and easygoing, and I'm really not going to show you sometimes the struggles, or the sleepless nights. We don't sleep. We really don't. We haven't slept in years. And so it's just crazy how much we grow, yet how much we stay the same. But I think that one thing that if I do share on Facebook that is absolutely 110% correct is that I just am in the most amazing relationship, and I am so blessed and so fortunate. And although we wish we could have met sooner and had more time together, neither one of us was ready for each other, and God had a plan. And this is it. And I feel really blessed and excited to see where he's going to take us in our life together, in our journey as foster parents, in our own individual careers, and where we will eventually settle down and raise the family that God has given us will be amazing. And I hope that you all will be there to see it with me. And thanks for watching and sharing a piece of this, sharing a piece of me with you. I appreciate you. And as always, any videos that I've ever made and shared, I just want to thank everybody from the bottom of my heart, all my friends and family who have been with me for years, stuck by me through everything, all my ups and downs and challenges and changes. I appreciate you, and I really wouldn't be here without you, because you're what make me stronger and keep me going. So thank you. All right, it's cold out. I'm gonna go inside.